Hello, hello, hello. How are we on this marvelous morning? It is your host Elo, and we are back with one for. Hey, we got this little short animation, 2D animation created by Paul Johnson, otherwise known as Otaking, OTA. If you take a look at the slideshow, you will see some of his original pieces, like the one that's currently on the screen. Um, There's a piece in there with Dio and Frieza that I really like. There's some alien. There's an alien piece in there that I really like. You'll also see some screenshots of the man himself, Oda King, in the slideshow. And also there is, I believe, like 2 screenshots from the short that we're watching today. You also have some dope animations, some dope Transformer animations, and some burn up animations. If you guys are familiar with burn up, okay, the anime. Oh, also nice. Yeah, but Oda King, he does a lot of animations. He does I believe he has like a R type. If you're familiar with R type, which is so sick that he did of all of the franchises you could be doing animations, decided to do R type. Which if you don't know what R type is, it's probably one of the more well known shoot 'em up from like I want to say it's really great though. Even going into the 2000s art, when it took the transition to 3D, it was still one of my personal favorites. Um, but today's short is titled TIE Fighter. It is a animated short animated by Paul Johnson, Oda King himself. And it revolves around Star Wars. There isn't any talking, so it's not going to be like a story driven short. It's really a visual lookbook, like giving you all kinds of cool little Star Wars stuff to look at. Space, it's going to be ships, it's going to be characters, reckon, different types, black armor, white armor, other, I guess, what it. I'm not a Star Wars buff about it. I don't know too much. Like I got love for Star Wars, but I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've never really sat down and watched Star Wars from start to finish. I did see I saw Revenge of the Sith. I saw Clone Wars. I think that's it, man. Oh yeah, and I saw those are the only Star Wars movies I've seen. So my Star Wars lore is not the best. But nah, man. And this animation that he's doing is really well done. Really today's modern type of animation where it's like super bright colors. I feel like he finds a really good balance between how we used to color things in animation and how things are colored now. Because he's still very bright and very vibrant with the colors that he collects, right? But it's still heavy on like the darker, rounded colors, the more like less rainbow, or so like all the other earthier, realistic tones. It that really bring out to that. So your eyes aren't just being constant with the brightest colors possible. But you know what? I've talked about stuff. Let me give me 1 second. I'm going to go and pull up some of his links that he has on the internet, and we are going to go through some of his presence that he has on the internet. Let me pull them up real fast. All right, we are going to start with his IMDb page. We're gonna start with his IMDb page, okay? On the internet. So right here, you see we have Paul Johnson, right? You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. He also has the retro arcade anime R-Type. We're gonna start with his IMDb page, okay? So yeah, he has a lot of little. So right here, you see we have Paul Johnson, right? You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. He also has the retro arcade anime R-Type. We're gonna start with his IMDb page, okay? So yeah, he has a lot of little. So right here, you see we have Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some guy genuinely. You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This is just he also has the retro arcade anime R-Type. We're gonna start with his IMDb page, okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has a lot of little. So right here, you see we have Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some guy genuinely. You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This is just he also has the retro arcade anime because this is right here on the IMDb page, okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has a lot of little. So right here, you see we have Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some guy genuinely. You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This is just he also has the retro arcade anime because this is right here on the IMDb page, okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has a lot of little. So right here, you see we have Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some guy genuinely. You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This is just he also has the retro arcade anime because this is right here on the IMDb. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. That looks like he has a lot of little. So right here, like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some guy genuinely. You see his credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This is just he also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This shit also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This shit also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This shit also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing credits are TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm like TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm like TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like TIE Fighter, Alien Monday, and the Doctor Who anime. This really also has the retro arcade anime. Impeccable taste right here. Let me say that's what I thought it was. That looks like good taste. So right here is like on the Paul. You know what I'm Things that, you know, I haven't shown by him. Everything else on his Twitter and all that stuff is pretty much on the or in the slideshow, because he doesn't have a lot of his own original stuff on there. He does have some, obviously, but most of that stuff on there is like reposts or like screenshots from other things. So yeah, that was Paul Johnson, aka Otaking. Yeah, that's about all I got for you guys as far as that goes. So without further ado, please like, share, and subscribe. And I give you guys Fly Fighter by Paul Otaking Johnson. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon.